Good morning. On today's article, we are talking about an article written by Matthew D'Angelo on April 16th, so just a few days ago. And he went on to say that with tax season rolling around and things like that, that it might be important to write some things that maybe you haven't thought of that you can expense off of your taxes. And so before we talk about this, the article is titled Crazy Tax Deductions Allowed by the IRS. So before we talk about this, I realize and I understand that spending money clearly to quote-unquote save money on your taxes is not a wise decision. However, if you are already spending money on the things that we're going to be talking about today, then why not try to save or take a little bit off of your taxes as a result of this? Now, most of the things in the article, it goes on to say that these are things that businesses have come up with. And as far as businesses go, some of these are self-employed people, meaning that they are a solopreneur or whatever you might want to call it, that they are running a business just themselves. And then some of these are business expenses that require you to have some employees or something like that. So the article kind of bounces back and forth between different the different styles of business, as you might say. However, I thought this article was fascinating, some of the things that have been allowed by the IRS to take off of your taxes. So some of the, I'd like to talk about some of the practical things that the article talked about to begin with. The article went into... I kind of separated out some of the things that I thought were kind of practical for people that they could actually take advantage of, and then some of the things that were the craziest I'll save towards the end. Some of the practical things that the article talked about was for people that work out of their home. If you have a home office or something like that, they went around some of the home improvements. A lot of people have actually taken landscaping off of their taxes as a deduction, because that is anything improving your home would also be quote unquote improving your business. So the article went into talking about how anything that is considered home improvement can be taken off as an expense because you are improving your business. So if you do work from home, you might consider taking those receipts from Lowe's and things like that and seeing if you can take those off of your taxes. Don't forget, I'm not an accountant. I'm just reading an article here. So all these things might be super sketchy. I have no idea. So another thing that the article went on to explain, that you can either maintain a gym. That gym memberships are a little bit sticky. You have to be diagnosed with an issue by a doctor, but if you are diagnosed with even obesity or something like that by a doctor, which probably if you're like me would not be an issue for most people, that you can be diagnosed with an issue and then take a gym membership off of your taxes. However, you can also, if you own or maintain a gym and allow your employees to work out in it, that you can take that off of your taxes as a perk for your employees. So if you own or maintain an office gym or whatever, so maybe you're like a real big meathead or whatever, and you love working out and you want to have a home gym, if you have a gym and you allow all of your employees to work out in it, then you can actually take that off of your taxes. Another thing, very crazy thing. This is kind of crazy and practical. Pets on the job can be taken off your taxes. So that not only includes the price of the pet, but you can also take off the pet food and everything off of your taxes if your pet is used for your job in some way. So if you use your pet to advertise, if you use your pet to market in some way, it is you use your pet for something related with your business, you can take your pet's expenses off of your taxes. And as well, all of the travel, the article went on to say, the travel to and from taking your pet back and forth, the daycare, whatever it might be, expenses related with your pet, you can take that off of your taxes. And finally, this one might need to go down into the kind of crazy deal, but I thought it was kind of practical. It went on to say that limo expenses were able to be taken off of your taxes as well. It was more saying that not only limo expenses, but any traveling expenses that you inquire as a result of doing business, whether it's traveling in luxury like a limo or anything like that. But if you're traveling for business, you can take that off of your taxes. Now on to the rest of the article. Talked about some other things that I thought were maybe not quite as practical for the everyday business owner. However, I wanted to go over those. In a court case recently, there was, I'm trying to find it. I cannot find in 1988, a court case was won by none other than a stripper. And that stripper actually had a very expensive cosmetic surgery taken off of her taxes and made the IRS rewrite the rules of having a cosmetic surgery, being able to take it off of your taxes or not. She claimed that she would be able to get result in a more profit for her business as a result of this cosmetic surgery, and that was actually allowed and now required the IRS to rewrite the rules of that. So in some instances, you can have cosmetic surgery taken off of your taxes if you can tell or explain that it will increase your business or make you more profitable or whatever in your business. Since I do sales, I'm thinking about seeing if I can get my nose worked on or something like that, maybe make me look better and I can sell more. So I'm looking into that right now as we speak. Another one that was pretty crazy was hair dye. It was another court case that a lady dyed her hair purple every time she went to a trade show or an event with her company because her company's kind of color theme was purple, and she dyed her hair purple every time she went to an event or something like that, and she was able to take all of her hair things off of her taxes. So if you use your hair color or whatever for your business, you can take that off. Another one, business trips. We all know that is a very sticky deal. I guess I don't know all of the rules on this, but I guess any trips to North America are much less questioned by the IRS. It is the trips overseas to China and things like that they will actually look into a lot more. One thing that it talked about was that the Bahamas and Bermuda, all of the Central America islands, I guess you could say, are all still included on those things that the IRS really doesn't question for a business trip. So it went on to say that the trip to anywhere in North America is not really questioned for business, and that you can take those off of your taxes if you are traveling somewhere for business. And finally, another court case that was won, bodybuilder oil. So body oil is able to be taken off of your taxes. Bodybuilder won a court case because he had put oil on his things to be expensed off of his taxes, and won a court case because it was oil that he used for bodybuilder shows, and the IRS rewrote the rules on that, I assume, after the court case, that you are now able to take any, if you use your physique in your business, that you are able to take any supplements, any oils, any whatever it might be to improve the way you look or your physique, that you're able to take that off of your taxes as well. So if you are oiling up your body on the regular for a business reason, don't forget to take that off your taxes. So I left a few of them out that were a little bit boring, but those were some of the craziest things that you can take off of your taxes. So since everybody got an extension this year, maybe you can go back, take a second look at your taxes, and reevaluate all the things that you expensed out for 2019. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was not only insightful for you, but also a little bit entertaining. Thank you for watching.